Hi everyone, I'm JD from Willowbound Journals, and I have another personal journal flip through for you. This one is tiny. This is the smallest journal that I own for myself. I don't usually like small journals. I like big journals, something more like this. I would even go bigger than this. So I prefer big journals, large pages, but my art journals tend to be smaller, so more like this size, but it's even smaller than that. So I made this quite a long time ago, and I still haven't filled it up because I think the size is just throwing me a bit. I'm really not sure what to use this for, but I thought let's just do a flip through now anyway so I can show you and have it documented. The reason why I'm keeping this one, because for a while there I stopped making myself journals because I have way too many that are unused, and I had this idea that I would not make myself a journal until I had filled up the ones I already have. But I make an exception when it's using materials that are just me, that I know I want to keep for me. And this is one of those. This piece here is, the blue butterfly is one of my symbols in the junk journal world. When I first started my YouTube channel, people started knowing me by the blue butterfly, and my sister has a blue butterfly on her wall to represent me. She got the same blue butterfly for me. I have the blue butterfly on my Pandora charm bangle. It's just a big symbol for me. So I've got this on the cover with this beautiful lace on the back, and inside we've just got some beautiful scrapbook paper for the end papers, and the gold is significant because it goes with my quote about finding the gold, that there's gold everywhere, and capturing the gold. I want to capture the gold in my journals, and I made it in the same sort of art journal style. So we have a variety of just a mix of papers, different paper types, and blank. So when I make my personal journals, they're blank. I like blank pages so that I can fill them up however I want to, so that I can cover the pages without covering anything pretty. And I'll add my photos, I'll add my ephemera, I'll collage, I might add some paint, because I do think I would art journal in here, but because it's so small, I don't know, maybe I would use it more like a note journal, maybe a list journal. I am not too sure, but because of these papers, the variety that I put in there, at the time I was making it, I was thinking to use it as an art journal. If I was to make a list journal, I probably would have just used all plain white pages, to be honest, because if it's just a list journal, I'm not going to decorate it. I'm just writing a list. When I say list, I'm talking about things that inspire me, things that I'm thinking about, things that I'm learning about. I have a list. So whenever my sister calls me, we spend like an hour, 2 hours on the phone and just go through my list of things that I've been thinking about or learning about. And I literally have had an old journal where I would just keep a list on the pages, like a running list, and it would just be like an annotation note, and I'd go from there. And that journal ended, and I was like, what do I do now? So I've been using my iPad, the notes app on my iPad, to record my list. So that's why as well, I don't know if I would use a journal for that anymore since I just have my iPad. So all to say, I still don't know how I'm going to use this, but I can't part with it yet. And I say yet because if I keep my journals long enough, even the best of journals that I make for myself, if they are still on my shelf a year later, I will put it in my shop, or I will give it away because that's too long. If I haven't used it by then, and that's happened quite a few times, I've made myself journals, and in the end I was just like, oh, let's just sell it, or let's just gift it because I don't want to take space on my shelves, and I already have so many unused journals. So there is a chance this might end up in my shop if it stays on my shelf for too long. But for now, it's still speaking to me. It still sort of represents me really well with this blue butterfly. But yeah, I'm function over beauty in the end. As beautiful as it is, if I'm not going to use it, if it doesn't suit how I journal, then that's too bad. I will have to part with it. So yeah, that is that journal. So tiny, so tiny. And hope you enjoyed that flip through and some of those thoughts. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.